So the way I'm looking at it, I'm not going to grind for like a super competitive time, like not a 231 or anything. I just want a run that has rain on at least one of spring 10, 11, and 12. If I get any of those 3 days, doesn't matter what the other rain luck is, then I'll continue the run. If we make it past Swim Festival and mine, then we just have to hope for good weather luck and good overworld spawns for the rest of the run. But that's kind of the grind that I'm going for. So we'll try to go for that. We'll try to go for rain on at least one of spring 10, 11, 12. And if I get rain on at least one of those days, then that's my criteria for it being a good run. Anyway, let's let the grind begin, I guess. I believe it's slightly under half an hour to get to spring 12. So our reset point is going to be between 20 and 30 minutes. I think it's actually closer to 25. Yeah, skill-based, entirely skill-based. Sub 3 hours is going to be very easy. That's not the goal here. I have 2 completed runs on the route. The only thing is the 2 completed routes that I've done use save canceling. So they saved around a minute, but those runs were a 2:36 and a 2:30 flat. So my goal is just hopefully getting a time that's somewhere in like the 2:30 to 2:35 range. If I can get a run there with no save canceling, then I'll be done with this category. Mashing is all I'm good at. Oh. Small mistake there, but still a 137. Ideally, I want a 136. That's about as fast as you can go. If you don't have to move the fridge, then like 135, 134 is possible. But this still should be, as long as I mash A reliably, this should be like a 618, 619 on the split. Yeah, you guys like the input display? I was debating having it, but I think like the splits are not like that. Like having more splits on the screen is not that important. I think it's cool to have the inputs. I can even modify it so like the button presses have an image on them. Like I've seen some people who have it so the button presses make it so there's like an anime girl face on the A button and stuff like that, which I think is pretty funny. Why do I have a ping in the Shadow Temple Discord? Oh, just somebody's like, help, there's a spam bot. Also a ping in the Shadow the Hedgehog speedrunning Discord. I had 2 different Shadow Discords. Ping me. Bunnies. Probably put Colin on one of the... Dude, Colin loaf mode on like the Y button. That'd be pretty sick. Animal seems to be the recurring theme here. Yeah, like the animals from the actual game. Right, let me actually get the route up here. Again, there's no guarantee that this run will be any good. I am going to be resetting for weather luck, so like, I'm not, I have to be very far into the run for me to get attached. Very, very far into the run for me to get attached to a run. Because there's just so many things that can kill your run throughout the entire thing. I will not get attached until the winter snow day. Once I'm there, then I might be attached. That's what I'm saying. Do not get attached to any of these runs. Already attached? We're not even through like the first cycle? My god. I'm warning you, this is a brutal category. This is a brutal reset heavy category. Well, I'm kind of making it a reset heavy category, but it's just because I want to push the limits and just be done with it. There's no guarantee that I'll even finish a run today. What's up, Katie? How you doing? Welcome to the glitchless grind. Yeah, there should be a 617, I think. Maybe 618. Nice. Okay. We are almost ready to start the speedrun. Got this 8-minute rite of passage. Yeah, I've been watching Desert streams pretty consistently. It really seems like that category in particular is just like extremely brutal. But I believe it. It looks like he's gonna PB any day now. So this speedrun, until we get to fall 1, I'm going to be picking up dog every single day. And I have this written in my notes, specifically, pick up dog. When we do that, we pick up dog. Some days are literally just that, when we go to bed. Yeah, we love up dog. We have to do it 60 times. Now here's boob. Yeah, it kind of sucks. You could definitely save a little bit of time by like picking up the dog and then just jumping into bed, but unfortunately that doesn't raise the affection. Alright. Lana's not allowed to make fun of me for my menuing anymore. Bonfire. No, but I actually tested it by going into Dolphin, uncapping the speed limit, and then just doing it over and over, and the dog's affection never went up. You have to put the dog down. I shouldn't phrase. You have to drop the dog. You have to put the dog on the ground. There we go. That is how I'll phrase that. You have to put the dog on the ground for its affection to go up. Set the dog back down on the floor. Just move this rock one spot over. Yes, the setting the dog down, the placing the dog on the floor is what increases the affection. We get the tired fall down here. Luckily, we have just enough time to fill the watering can. And then we have just enough time here to make it down to Spring Farm for 9 a.m. when it opens. I think I actually have time for one whistle, which is gonna make it so that I can do a single... Yeah, okay, great, perfect. So this is gonna allow me to use the hoe exactly once, and it'll waste enough stamina for me to pass out. It sucks if you get something spawned in the middle, but thankfully we don't have to worry too much about that. But yeah, if RNG just dictates that something spawns there, then there's not really much you can do. That happens for me, I'm just resetting the speedrun. Alright. This menuing I'm a little more shaky on. Not bad. Alright, that was pretty good. I know Natsume put up like a reselling link a couple weeks ago that has the Wii version of this game available for, I don't know, like 40 bucks. It is not on the Switch eShop, no. This is my copy of the game that I had when I was a kid. Like, we got this game when it was new, so I've just had this copy of my game my entire life. But yeah, nobody wants the Wii version. The Wii version might end up being useful if I decide to go down the rabbit hole of doing decomp with this game, which might be in my distant future. It might end up help make the process a little bit faster. And I totally understand the desire to want to acquire games legally, though at this point, especially with the way certain companies, maybe like the ones that have created the console that I'm currently playing on, have specifically gone out of their way to ensure that you cannot procure certain games legally, I'm beginning to side with it's always morally correct to do what you must in order to play a video game you want to play. But that's just me. And I do strive to play stuff on official hardware as legally as I can if the option is available to me. Like Rando, for example, I will always play MM and OOT on WBC. This is a really good day for rain. I'm still going to reset if I don't get any rain on 10, 11, 12, but of the early days to get rain, this is one of the best days to get it. Yeah, I think the importance of a stacked and functional and, you know, like reliable online store, even if it's just like download ROMs to play this game on official hardware, like I don't see there's any issue in doing that. Yeah, Glitchless MM in 2024, I know, right? Can you believe this guy? I'm getting a lot of cloud here. How you doing, Riley? And that's kind of the crux of the whole thing, is that, like, there are people who would be willing to pay money to play these games. And obviously there's overhead and upkeep costs with anything that's like of this nature, but like there has to be a working solution. Because the fact that people are able to do this for free means that there's a way to do this in a cost-effective way. Just want to be able to play Zelda Picross. This is the Lone Wolf. Got 3 more days where I don't... Well, I shouldn't say I don't care. 3 more days where... Oh, come on. The grass didn't grow back. That's just unlucky randomness, which means I lose time later on. Hey, what's up, Danny? How you doing? Yeah, I mean, that's another thing, too, is that certain companies are very bad at providing the games at a cost that is reasonable for, you know, for a game that is not necessarily new. And I know Nintendo is, like, notorious for that, in terms of, like, they never put their games on sale. Like, I'm pretty sure most of the Switch games that came out, like, at the beginning of the console's lifespan are still selling for, like, full retail price. Which is a little ridiculous, but... that's how they want to run their business, then that's how it will be. Yeah, that's the thing, is, like... it's kind of this weird situation where, like, a lot of companies are realizing that going digital only is the way of the future, as much as people may scream and complain. But there are people who do have a certain use and find a novelty in collecting physical editions, which I totally get. Like, physically owning something is definitely, there's something to it that it's a valid feeling for multiple reasons. That being said, myself personally, as I get older, I'm like, dude, I just don't want more crap. I'll just put everything on my computer. That's all I want. And see, Matt's the exact opposite of me. He just loves their physical crap. So like, there's no one size fits all solution, right? Yeah, that's definitely when it's timed. Like you have an expiration date on the stuff that you own. That's definitely not okay. Alright, so as I explained earlier, The best days for rain are spring 10, 11, 12, and I am going to reset my run if I don't get rain on any of those 3 days. If I get rain on at least one of those 3 days, I will continue the run. Of course, dude. Back a couple years ago when I was like living with roommates, we obviously like between the four of us, we had a lot of game cartridges, or game, I should say, sorry, cases for games. And it got to the point where like one of the games that my roommate owned was Shrek Super Slam, and we played it as a meme on a couple alcohol-induced nights. And after a while, we just couldn't find the disc. Like, it was just missing. I have to go out here. This is time lost, but it's because the grass didn't grow. And eventually, as we were moving out and, like, organizing ourselves, like, this is mine, this is yours, and making sure all the games were in the correct case, we eventually found it in like the Melee, the Super Smash Brothers Melee case. They were just, it wasn't even like, oh, they put the wrong disc in the wrong box. It was, there were 2 discs in a single box. And that is how it became missing. That's just how it be. But the good news is we did eventually find Shrek Super Slam. Basically the same game. Yep, they definitely are. There's no mistake in the two. None at all. And you can see right here exactly why you save so much time if you get rain on one of these days, because you have to water 3 different crops. One could say that Shrek Super Slam is the Super Smash Brothers Melee of Shrek fighting games. Yeah, I know it's not something they do anymore. I also haven't bought a case for a game in a few years now, so I don't know how things are trending, but it's very easy to lose sight of how things are trending and how things change. Yeah, when's Shrek 5 coming out? Have we got an update on that in a while? I'll be honest, I don't know what Xseed is. I'm not too in the know. Not soon enough. I know, right? Come on. Oh, it's the Story of Seasons publisher. Alright, so spring 11 and 12, I need rain on one of them or I'm resetting the speedrun. There's no rain today. I'm just going to quickly check here. Hey, it's raining on spring 12. Okay, great. That is my criteria for continuing the speedrun. So we got a live run here. but it is far from over yet. Yeah, I ended up meeting up with Canadian Summer after the show was over, which is cool. There were even a couple people who like went to the show that I didn't realize were going there, including my neighbor Pidge, who we actually like walked by as we were like going back to our respective apartments, and we just had no idea that we were coming back from the same show. Yeah, it was really, really fun. Dude, okay. I don't know if this counts as spoilers for anyone who's planning on going to a Sonic Symphony show. But the first half is like very much like a standard symphonic performance with like medleys of Sonic games throughout the ages. Obviously a lot of like fan favorites and stuff. But Maria correctly pointed out that there's a drum kit and guitars that are just like sitting there on the stage. And then I was messaging Katie like halfway through, and she's like, get ready to stand up. The second half goes kind of wild. And then the second half of the show starts, and it immediately like raw goes in to I Am All of Me from Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm like, dude, this is not the direction I expected this to go. And then it just turns into like a full-on like hard rock metal show. Like the singer they had was like one who had a background in metal performances. So it was like somewhat caught me off guard, but then like the end of the show, they ended with 4 Sonic Frontiers tracks, which like I get, like it's the new game, you gotta promote it, make sure everyone knows like all the big songs from that. But if the bill is to have 4 Sonic Frontiers songs at the end, like if you've ever listened to that soundtrack, you know you need a metal singer for that. Like you need someone who can scream, because the soundtrack is very much geared towards that sort of theming. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, they told us to stand up, which was like, all right, fine. And then Maria and I are old, so we sat down like halfway through. Yeah, but like most people were standing. And like there were people all around us who were just so hyped the entire show. Like it was a lot of people of a lot of different ages, a lot of people who were very, very young. Like there was a girl who was like 13 in front of us, and she was getting so excited for the Sonic Adventure tracks. I'm like, this is a game from like way before your time, but you're just so ready for the Sonic Adventure portion of the run. Okay, good. No, not the rock. I might be a little bit behind on in-game time here, but an old couple that just left in the second half. Damn, that sucks. Should be Honey right here, yep. I'm gonna eat a little bit of extra in-game time, even though I'm gonna be late for the junk shop, but it's fine. Alright. 28:15 is when I should be entering the junk shop, but overworld spawns mean I lose a little bit of time. About 15 to 20 seconds, it looks like. Yeah, closer to 20 seconds, but that's fine. Like, not even 20. Yeah, so the conductor at one point is like, who's been playing Sonic for 15 years? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. And then he got to 30, I'm like, no, I am 30 years old. My first Sonic game was SA2B on the GameCube, which is 2001, and I'm pretty sure I didn't play it until like 2003, 2004. I think it's 2001? Something like that. But I know this because the copy that we own is the Player's Choice Edition, which I think didn't get released for another couple of years, so yeah, I guess 20 years is about accurate for how long I've been playing Sonic for. You had Sonic 1 Adventure 1 on Dreamcast. That's very cool. So I'm glad when they got into the Sonic Adventure portion in the first half, they absolutely used clips of the game from the Dreamcast version. Very obvious that it was from the Dreamcast version, because if you've seen the GameCube version of Sonic Adventure DX, you know that that is a... Didn't exactly port over beautifully if you've seen the cutscenes in that game. Slightly over 30 minutes for Junk Shop, which is totally fine. We got my criteria of rain on Spring 12. And now we've got the cooking day. Put away the watering can and never take it out again. Put away the 2 honeys. And then we're going to start harvesting. A reminder that this run is very reset heavy, even until like late fall. So don't get attached. Even though I did get good rain luck, the worst thing you can do with this run is get attached. This run is not, by any means, this run is not safe. Not even close to safe. We got our dog right at our feet, begging for treats, and you have to be careful. If you press A in front of the dog one too many times, you feed the T to the dog, which you do not want to do. Danny, the goal is to get 50 notes. 50 notes is enough to trigger the end cutscene and the credits. So that is the goal of the category. There's 50 notes, and there's around 50 notes that are fairly fast to get. So this run is around 2.5 hours. But it is also glitchless. If we can use glitches, then we can get notes a lot faster. And there's a lot of notes that are like extremely easy to get if you use glitches and extremely difficult to get if you don't. So there's kind of 3 different categories as far as this game goes. There's glitched, which is anything goes. There's restricted, which is using one glitch but not to its full extent. And then glitchless is just no glitches. Glitched is essentially, at least for like this goal, the Rescue Harvest Goddess, which is kind of just the any percent. Glitched Rescue Harvest Goddess is around 25 minutes, and it involves doing one glitch 37 times in a row. And that glitch amounts to just mashing A and B and hope that you get the press on a specific frame. And you just do that 37 times and you win. Okay. Now I gotta harvest turnips, and then we will be on our way. But if you haven't been keeping track, I currently have 11 notes, and I need 50. I know, right? The stuff you do when you're not allowed to use glitches. I mean, I think there's still some harvesting you do in restricted any percent, but... Can't wait till you start mooning. Oh my god, Katie. Are you ready for... There literally is a note later in this run called the moon viewing note. We go to the moon viewing note with Kurt. That's right. I want to be mooned. See, the jokes just write themselves. There's two funny. There's the moon viewing note, and then there's the weed note, which is just self-explanatory. Exactly. That's the extent of the joke here. But the next couple days are just going to be this over and over again. But when we get to spring 18 to 22, then it's gonna need to adapt on the fly. Which is part of the cool part of this route, but also like a reset heavy part of this route. Well, I shouldn't say that, but like it has implications for how I do stuff later on in the run. I might want to add a split for Egg Festival. It's hard, because the way this route works, you kind of have to do certain days, like, on the fly. You have to decide based on the weather you get. And that makes it hard to, like, make splits, because obviously you want to make your splits so that they're easy to compare, and you know what, like, the potential max is for them. But when certain splits, like, the time save of one affects, like, one of the other, then it kind of makes the situation where, like, your sum of best can get really messed up. Because, like, if I were to put multiple splits on weather, or multiple splits on summer, and then, like, say, for example, I do the summer weather day early in summer one run, then it means, like, the second split I have in summer is going to be really, really fast. And then the next run, I do the weather day in the latter half of summer, and then my first summer split is going to end up being really fast. And then it kind of makes the sum of best so that, like, it assumes I can get a run where both of those sections of summer are really fast. But, like, there's certain time commitments that is not accounted for in that. So the splits, at some points in the run, the splits just become very few and far between. Like, it's hard to make splits that keep the sum of best honest, if that makes sense. So, like, we get to summer 2, and then reset the speedrun is a split that occurs on summer 4, and then the next split is end of summer, because, like, the weather day has to happen in that next split, and there's no telling, like, the summer weather day could be on summer 30. So in order to not mess up the sum of bests, I'd rather have splits that are somewhat far apart. Alright, so in this next couple of days, between spring 18 and 22, ideally I get 1 day of rain, at least 1 day of rain. I will take cloud if it comes to that, but I'm going to push for rain. It appears I do not have rain yet, but it's fine, because if it's just sunny, or if it's a cloudy day that I want to skip, then we just do what we've been doing otherwise, which is just gifting to Kurt and Joe. 3 turnips left. No rain still. Okay. Just need to make sure I still have a tea. I'm gonna need to take out 2 more teas tomorrow. Yeah, I'll take out 2 teas. If it's raining, then I swap one of the turnips for one of the teas. If it's not, then I just take out 2 teas. If it's cloud, I'll check the weather for tomorrow and see if it's rain. And if not, then we just do cloud. Nope. Okay, so need to do here. Take out the axe and the fishing rod, and then 2 teas. So whatever weather it gives me, it's given me all sun so far, so if it's sun again, then I just have to roll with it. But hopefully it's rain or cloud. It's not immediately run dead if it's sun though, it's just a lot, it's gonna make summer a lot hairier. Alright, what are you giving me, video game? What's up, Dodo? Yeah, it's almost your bedtime. How you doing, bud? Alright, no rain. But is it cloud? Yeah, it is cloud. Okay, this makes things interesting. Glitchless 100%? No. Not glitchless hundo. Alright, so this is the spring weather day. Cloud is better than sun for sure. It just means I need to get rain in summer, and if I don't, then the run dies. Yeah, I need it, because this run is very reset heavy. Alright, so there's a bunch of stuff I need to do today. I need to chop 20 pieces of wood, and I have a route for that. I need to catch 3 fish, which I'm going to do right away. And this route's along fairly nicely with 4 pieces of wood. Oh, come on, fishy. There you go. And if we get pieces of garbage here, then it's unlucky, but there's not much I can do. He's gonna do a 360, but eventually gets it. I think he's gonna do the same thing. Nope, he just turns cleanly around. That's nice. Alright, no garbage. That's good. Alright, and now we chop wood. Again, I need to do 20 over the course of the day. And I get 5 fairly easily, just like from this beginning route. And then I figured out like a fairly clean path for the rest of them. I'm gonna need to eat throughout this, but now I need to find 2 moondrop flowers. I'm pretty sure I saw at least 1. 2 purple herbs, and I'm pretty sure I saw a bunch of those as well. And then 1 green herb. If I only find 1 purple herb, then I can back that up fairly easily, but the green herb and the 2 moondrops I need to find, and I need to find at the very least 1 purple herb, but I'm pretty sure I saw a couple. There is a berry here. that I saw earlier that I'm going to eat after I chop this. So yes, we are looking for a bunch of overworld items now. Gift spamming, we discussed it. We don't consider gift spamming to be a glitch because it is intentionally coded into the game. Alright, and there's 3 other logs that I need to chop later up here. There's the first moondrop flower. There's the one purple. Oh, there's a green herb that spawned. That's really lucky. That wasn't there when I was on Spring 13. Okay. One more flower, one more purple herb, and there's a flower. So we should be good. Yeah. I still need the purple herb, not the flower. I'll eat this honey on the way back. I need to find the purple herb. Again, I can back up the purple herb. I can't tell what color that is. Let's see if I can spot it. No, I have to. It's green. Sadly. Yeah, we don't consider it a glitch. Just because, I mean, one, it's just, again, it's intentionally coded into the game. I might need to back up the lack of purple with another fish, but that's fine. Yeah, exactly. You just munch on the whole beehive. It's pretty funny. I'm gonna take a quick look over here because herbs can spawn over here, but doesn't look like it. Okay, we're just gonna go with the, oh, never mind, there we go. There's 2 right here. Perfect, okay. So now I go to ship these 3, and then I'm gonna ship the moondrop elsewhere, and then I'm just gonna spend the rest of the day until I get the weather note just picking weeds. What's up, Coupon? How you doing? Seen a lot of people I recognize from other chats. It's cool. People interested in Harvest Moon speedrunning. So the reason I'm shipping these is that there's a note for shipping one of every seasonal flower and herb. So this is working towards a note that I will get later on in the fall. Again, this is just wrapping up woodcutter. I still have, I believe, 4 more, and there's 4 that I've redded specifically. This works fairly well. And so we ship this here. This is why we need to do this before Spring 23, because the festival is the very next day. And we're gonna go over to the dolphin, give him a fish. And I'll spend the rest of today just picking weeds. Here, dolphin. You don't care about speedrunning, just me? Well, there's not much to care about. Speedrunning is cool. I'm okay. Alright, so like I said, there's 3 logs right here. And this is right next to the library where I need to be for the end of the day. So this should be the woodcutter note. Very nice. And now we just pick up weeds. We're about 2 in-game hours now. Again, it depends on like the overworld spawns you get in the mountain. If you get fairly lucky, you can be spending, like, you can basically clear out this entire area. But it doesn't look like I have as much time as I could in other runs, especially when I do that. This game is stupid. Weed is cool. Don't worry. Weed's just part of the run, bro. As I've said many times, drugs are cool and based and make you a better person. Never forget that. So still actually a pretty decent amount of time spent picking weeds, which is good. Alright, what game are you running then? As a first Harvest Moon game? Alright, so that's the Cloud Note. So we are ready to go. HM64, hell yeah. That has one of the most brutal runs for sure in all photos, but it's a cool game. Alright, so we need rain in summer. We need rain in summer, and we need it on a not Monday. Ideally not a Thursday. I can work around Thursday. Monday is the day that we can't really work around. Ever get that DK60 rando run good? I've been playing DK64 rando quite a bit. I was in the most recent main tournament for it. I was in the bracket, though my bracket run was cut a little bit short. I got one decent bracket win over Spike Vegeta, and then that was pretty much it. Oh, you should check out DK64randomizer.com. How many people were doing the DK64 tourney? I mean, it was a bracket of top 32, and I think overall, like, around 60 to 70 people played quals. I'm not sure. I don't particularly remember. I'm just gonna do this today. And then, yeah, I need this. Also put these away. We'll need the fishing rod later, but yeah, we're good. Yeah, it was extremely popular, and it's still like people are playing it like quite regularly still, which is cool. I think they just had like the new version come out a couple weeks ago. All right. Yeah, it's quite remarkable. This is the only time we see Lila in the speedrun. She does have a note, but or like a fairly easy to get note if you can use glitches. The issue is if you don't use glitches, it's extremely difficult because you need to ship 30 flowers, and that is a huge commitment. In fact, I think Lila's one of the main reasons why, or at least the note behind her, is one of the reasons why, well, actually, it's not that bad if you, like, get a sheep instead, but, like, doing it the glitch way is just so much easier. Because as soon as you get an animal, it's, like, so much extra time commitment. Thank you for 47 goddamn months, get an 11. And yes, I'm not doing any glitches in this run, don't worry. It is glitchless after all. A 53 for this is not that bad for Flower Festival, but look at the next split. Not the split we're currently on, but look at the name of the next split. Because after Summer 2, there are two extremely reset-heavy points in the speedrun. One is the Summer Swim Festival. Dude, nice 2 days of rain in a row, but I don't need it anymore. But this is one of the big reasons why I say don't get attached. Because the run can, the game can literally just say, no, you don't get to get this note. And there's just nothing you can do about it. Alright, so all that gifts giving that we did over the last couple days, it did have a purpose. Because now we're going to get 2 notes from Joe and Kurt. And now we can attend the romantic festivals. Specifically, it's going to be with Kurt because his affection's slightly higher. It just routed out nicely that way. But it needs to be on a sunny day, so we will get those 2 notes very soon. Kurt is cuter, I agree. I'm definitely more of a Kurt guy than a Joe guy. If anyone says Joe Mama, they're banned. And now we can just hop into bed with the fish and it'll automatically put it into my inventory. Now we do this again tomorrow, and this is guaranteed to be a sunny day because it's a festival, so we'll get Kurt's note here as well. And then we sleep straight until summer 2. And then we get to lose a minute. I know, the world record is the same as Majora's Mask Glitchless, within like 15 seconds. But that record is not accurate because I've already done a run that got a 2:30. The issue is that run contains a glitch that was now voted to be, we're actually about to get to that. There's a strategy, let me be very clear with my verbiage. There's a strategy that the community recently voted should be banned from Glitchless. That vote was after I did the run. But that run, I don't feel confident like submitting that. So my goal is like between a 2:30 and a 2:35, and then just put this category to bed because the grind is kind of brutal. I know, I beat Jess. Can you believe it? And so here is where we lose a minute because of the recent voting. Because save canceling was recently voted to be banned in Glitchless, so I can't do it, so I have to do saving the normal way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28, 29, and 30. And now, so if I were allowed to do save canceling, then I would have saved 1 minute and 10 seconds over what I was doing there, which is just mashing the A button. But because it's not allowed in Glitchless, it's what we gotta roll with. So now we are approaching, as you can see by the name of the split, this is the biggest RNG part of the run. Because we have a swim festival where we need to finish first, and it is extremely, extremely RNG heavy, to the point where the game can literally just say, no, you don't get to win today. It's happened to myself and Lana several times, and it's just like an hour into speedrun, there's just this huge reset point. It is what it is. But if we were to discover, and there is kind of a note that can be faster, but you need extremely good rain luck after spring 13. And if you don't get that, then there's not really any way around it. But that's the only way we can really route this note. But if there is a way to get a fast note of the other 50 that we don't collect, this is the one that we would route out. Because it is one of the longer festivals, but it's just short enough that it fits the bill for what we're trying to do. Yeah, here we go. Swim festival time. Alright. Will the game say no? Probably. It's fairly brutal. Because this game is completely random, down to both the placement of the buoys you have to touch, as well as the currents and the whirlpools that appear. And like I said, sometimes the game can just say no. Like this, for example. Actually kind of nice. Touch it, please. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm getting this whirlpool, which means I can't touch this. Okay, there we go. This dolphin could mess me up here. Okay, so I won. The issue is 3 players need to finish in order to for the game to actually end. So now it looks like Joe is going to finish. But I need to do stuff like this dolphin might mess him up. So I actually want to like go and make sure that the dolphin doesn't interfere. And of course Dan's gonna block him, and he gets this whirlpool, which means we just get to wait, which is great. Love that. Okay, we should be 120. 120's not awful, but it certainly can be a lot better. But a win is a win, we'll take it. But we're not done yet, because the next day there is another extremely RNG heavy section of the run, which is the mine. And that has killed just as many runs as the swim festival, I think. So, yeah, we'll have fun. We'll see if the mine allows me to progress. If not, then we'll reset. Yeah, GG Joe. Thanks for being a little bit fast. But yeah, usually, like, I think the fastest I've ever seen the swim festival finish with a win is around like a 106. It can certainly be faster if the game just says like the randomness just determines that it's time for you to do it, but alright, so we sleep, and now here we have the mine. If we make it past the mine, then the next big RNG point is making sure we get rain on a summer day that is after summer 9 and is not on a Thursday. Yep. So the way that the mine works is we need to get 2 moonstones and then 1 of every ore, which normally the mine's like basically random. However, there is a path that is consistent in the mine sometimes. Sometimes the game will just put you on this path, and it's fairly common, and it allows you to get every one of the ores fairly easily. The issue is that it doesn't always happen. And sometimes the game will just give you a completely different path, and then you have to wing it. So we'll see. So I'll call out if it happens. So if this is floor 4, which it is, okay, this is floor 4, this is good. This allows me to get every ore except for the rare. So it's a good start. That's a limestone. And we get the silver. And as long as you hit the rocks like in this specific way, you will get consistent placement of the rocks and what they spawn. So then we hit this one, and it's a moonstone. And then we hit this one, and it's a gold. And then we're gonna hit this one, even though it's not, it's gonna be a copper, which is a repeat of earlier, but that makes it so that this one will always be a moonstone. And I wanna, okay. I'm actually gonna take this time to, while I'm stunned here, to eat some honey. Okay, so now we just need the rare ore, and if we get a consistent path, we can get the rare ore every single time. So this is hopefully going to take me to floor 6. It did, okay. And then this should take me to floor 8. And this, hopefully, this is the last fall here. Okay, perfect. This is floor 10. And so we are guaranteed to get a rare ore right here. And this, excuse me. Game, please let me, thank you. All right, and now I'm just gonna keep hitting rocks. And I'm actually 1 short of this collective of rocks here. I'm 1 short of getting the destruction note. So instead of walking all the way over to like the other section of this floor, I'm just gonna hit the crack and, oh, nice. That's gonna give me more stamina, which would be nice, except it's not gonna like actually put the stamina where I need it to be. Yeah, so now we fall. We don't really care where, as long as we're near 1 rock. Yeah, and this should give me the destruction note. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so that is the extremely reset-dependent section of the run out of the way. Now we just need rain in summer, and then we might be in business. That is a huge milestone of the run. Again. We need rain in summer. And ideally after summer 10. So this is, again, don't get attached. This run can still very easily die. I should probably get rid of the honey. That's fine. You can do it another day. So the reason I did that all in the mine is, well, you got the destruction note as we saw, but now I can also get a note for shipping a moonstone, and I also get a note for shipping 1 of every ore. Need to be careful I don't ship the other moonstone, and I don't ship the honey. There we go, there's the other note. There we go, we get a very long cutscene, and then we get a note for free. Like I said, just a very long cutscene, and then there's a little bit of text we have to mash through. Holy shit. There's a hockey game. It was Vancouver versus Minnesota. It was 5-2 for Vancouver. And then Minnesota scored 7 goals in the third period. What the hell? JT Miller got a hat trick. 2 players on the Wild got a hat trick. What the hell? All right, here is the boat sailing note. All right, I'm gonna want to put the honey away. Rain today. I have to risk it. I can't. Where can I? Can I go for? I guess I can. Yeah. It's gonna make things a little weird, but actually I don't need this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for this. It's gonna make money a little bit weird, but I think I can make this work. Yeah, I should be able to make this work. Just means I don't buy the brush and the bell until another day. Yeah, this will be fine. We're just buying 5 eggs and 1 milk. Wait, is this gonna be fine? Oops. 1. Yeah, let's do that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I should be fine. And now we need to get the garbage note. Should be 7. That should be my inventory. No? Is this correct? Oh, yes, because I don't have the brush and the bell yet. That's why. Should be 9. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to route this a bit. I'm fairly confident money will be okay. But I might need to do like a small adjustment. I might need to do an additional day of milk. And knowing this game, it's going to give me rain on another good summer day, but like rain is so uncommon in summer that I can't risk it. But I'm fairly certain gonna be okay. I think it's just 2 more. Alright, so now we need to find a pink cat flower. Which usually spawns higher up in the mountains. But it can, I mean, it can spawn anywhere, it's just more common to spawn here. Usually there's one that spawns around here. I'm gonna get some honey actually as well while I'm up here. So I have plenty of extra for winter. Not seeing any pink cat flowers yet. I'll check up here real quick, but usually you don't see them this high up in the mountains. There's one. Okay. And actually, I think to be extra safe here with money, I'll ship the pink cat flower today. And that should make it so that, like, the money routing is okay. In fact, why don't I also get another honey and ship that? And then that'll definitely make it so my money concerns are quelled. And then we should be good on everything else. I think I have, like, lots of excess time to do everything else. I still have 1 honey stored. Actually, here. Make it absolutely safe. Yeah, ship these 3. Alright, there's no way that money is, like, actually gonna be a concern now. And if it is, then I just need to do, like, an extra day. But this is the time that I should be spending, like, doing all this cleanup stuff. And now we give the fish to the dolphin, and then until the weather note, we just pick weeds. And I hopefully get the weed note around this time. If it's early in fall, that's okay. There's plenty of extra time to do all this stuff. And now we just pick weeds for a little bit longer. That's a mushroom. Dude, this game its targeting is really, really good. That's probably the rain note and not the weed note. If it is the weed note, then yeah, it's the rain note. Okay. I figured as much. I'll pick up one more weed and then we'll move on. We have plenty of time to do the weed note in the fall. Buy one breadfruit and one pumpkin. And then, yeah, we should be good for the next day of gifting. Or the next day of purchasing, I should say. So now we want to buy 9 milk and ship them all. And I think actually, yeah, if as long as I can buy 9 milk, I should be fine. When I can. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that really 9? It is, okay. I did math wrong, but I am more than okay now on inventory management, and I don't lose any time for it. It did take a little bit of extra like menuing to like set this up properly, but it's good to know that it can work on this day. And now there's 0 risk of me running out of money here. There's the milk note. And we're gonna go on summer 11, not summer 10, because the spring farm is closed that day. But this is good. There's 2 big points of RNG left in the run. One is getting the Blue Mist overworld spawn, and the other is getting the getting Snow Day in the right period. As long as we get that, the run is relatively safe. Of course it rains. Oh wait, no, this is, yeah, this would have been a good day to do it as well. But oh well, can't complain. Now we're buying the brush, the bell, and 5 eggs. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are good for money for the rest of the run. Yeah. Oh well, we got. I can't complain about that because I didn't actually lose that much time. I'm fairly close to the weed note, so this should be safe. So we're gonna sleep until summer 15. And we're gonna go to a festival. Again, there's 2 big RNG points left in the run. One is just an overworld, I should say 2 overworld spawns. And then the other one is making sure I get the winter weather day. I'm not worried about the fall weather day because we just need to get the sun note, and that is extremely easy to get. All right, I do need to take out a fish here. I'm gonna ship the 5 eggs that I have now. Get the egg note. Now we have 2 more festivals, and then we're done with summer. Nice double trip. Alright, so this is the Firefly Festival. This one's a lot shorter than the next summer festival we're going to, but still quite a time commitment. Wait for the dolphin. Do this. More than enough money. Alright, so now we're going to be sleeping until summer 24. We're going to do that exact thing again, except we don't give the fish this time because we're out of fish. But yeah, we're mostly done with summer here. And we're almost done with Updog too. It's kind of nice to have the weather day out of the way early, because now I'm not like fretting like, oh, am I going to get good weather or not? Yeah, this is a lot of the speedrun, and then it's going to be more of the speedrun until we get to the moon viewing festival. Hope you guys are ready. The best festival in the game. It's also one of the longest festivals in the game. I think it's still shorter than Swim Festival, but it is what it is. Alright, we're going out today. And then this festival also, that we're about to do, is also one of the longer festivals in the game. And it's particularly notable because there's over a minute where I just don't touch the controller at all. Which is pretty funny. First, we got to meet Mr. Lewis. Alright, there's one more text box here, and then it's literally just controller down. There we go. How you guys doing? Enjoying the run? Anyone attached yet? Who's attached? I'm not. I know very, very well that this run can just die. It is very possible that the run just dies. But I'm not going to tell you to stop getting attached. You are? Uh-oh. I hope I don't let you down. So yeah, I'll talk about there are two reset things, or RNG points of this run that are left. The first one is during the fall weather day, which I'm just going to do on... It needs to happen between fall 18 and 23, or 25 and 29. I'll just take the first day of those that are sunny. And usually that one's really scary, because if you have the sun note and you have the rain note, then... You kind of just hope. And I actually had an offline run die last night because I didn't get any cloud in the latter half of fall, and I needed it. But this run, I just need the sun note. So, and sun is the most common type of weather. So I find it highly unbelievable that I don't get sun in any of those days. But if I don't, then the run dies. But even then, when I do the fall weather day, I need to find a blue mist flower and an orange herb, both of which are fairly uncommon. We're pretty sure Lana says that the blue mist only has one spawn at a time. However, the area in which it spawns is fairly consistent. So hopefully that's not a concern. The orange herb can kind of just be anywhere. Sometimes it's all over the place and sometimes it's like extremely rare. But leaving it until the later parts of fall generally makes it a lot safer. At least we think so. So... yeah, so we're going to sleep straight until fall 9 now, and then we're going to go to the moon viewing note, which of course is the funniest named note in the game. Yeah, I mean, again, like I have to be realistic because I've been running this for like, I guess over a week at this point, but like it feels like a lot longer with all the time that I put into it. Would this been a good day? No, it couldn't have worked because it's a Monday. Okay, so my options, unless summer 30 is also rain, my options were literally 8 and 10. So I don't feel that bad risking it with 8, even though it didn't really matter at all. This is a festival that we don't do. And then again, we go straight until fall 9. Yep, no rain, so it is what it is. Okay, sleep straight, and we should, assuming that I picked up the dog every single day, we should get Bow Wow today, and then I can stop picking up dog. There it is. If anyone's paying attention, I am now at 30 notes exactly on the first day of fall. And now we don't have to pick up the dog every single day. We can just go to bed immediately. We're at 30 of the 50 notes that we need, so we get the last 20 of them in the second half of the year. And the run, ideally the run ends on the spring 1 of year 2. And we're going straight until fall 9, and then we're mashing out. And the only other RNG point in the run, other than the overworld spawn that we're talking about, is I need to do a snow day. And optimally, I get snow on one of the days between winter 13 and 18. If not, it's not the end of the world, but I am going to I'm going to sleep through winter 1 to 12. So if I don't get any snow from winter 13 until the end, then that can also kill the run. But I'm doing it just because I want to play risky enough that I can, just do everything optimally and then just not care about it. This is fall 8, so I sleep for one more day. and then we attend the moon viewing festival. We're going to attend the moon viewing festival with Kurt. And I'm also going to, I can do a little bit of scouting here and see if there's an orange herb, because sometimes it can spawn around here. It doesn't look like it is, but that's fine. All right, here we go. We're going to the moon viewing festival. The best festival in the game. Please allow me to view your moon. It's almost as funny as the weed note, actually. Look at that moon. Isn't it beautiful? And there you go. That's the moon viewing festival. We definitely viewed a moon. All right, and now we're going to sleep until fall 18 at the very least. Knowing nothing, what is a good time I'm aiming for? Between 2:30 and 2:35. If I can get that time, then I will be done running this category. We are sleeping till at least fall 18, and then I'm going to take out the breadfruit and the fishing rod. So nice to be able to do this without having to pick up dog every day. And once we get to fall 18, I'm taking the first day that I get sunny weather. I have to go out by fall 23 if I somehow don't get sun in that span, but if that happens, then fall 25 and 29 will also work. All right. Show me at least one sunny day from now until the end of fall. Today, yeah, okay. So we're taking out the breadfruit and we're taking out the fishing rod. And then, okay, this is unskippable. This just happens the first normal day you go outside and fall. You're supposed to get this fall 1 if you have the pot. But who cares? All right, here is the big RNG point left in the run. This is, well, this is one of 2. And there's 2 overworld items we need. If we get that, then we're probably okay. That's a can, that's fine. We can just throw that out. Like I said, sometimes, oh, come on. Sometimes you just get unlucky with RNG like this. I need 3 fish total. There's not much I can do with the cans other than just throw them out, so I'll do that now. Alright, and now we are going to harass an animal. We do this 20 times. There it is. Alright, we'll leave the cow alone. Alright. We'll deliver the fish to the dolphin, and then we get to the big point of whether this run lives or not. There, again, 2 overworld items we need to find. One of them is fairly rare, and one of them is, like, iffy. Assuming we can find both of them fairly fast, then we just gotta worry about the winter weather day. There's one. Okay, so that's the one that's usually pretty easy to find. There's another one up there. That's funny. The other one usually spawns in a specific region of the mountains that you don't usually go to. So hopefully it's there, and if it's not, then we gotta go searching. Yeah, it's usually around here. It's there. Okay, perfect. All right, now we spend the rest of our day getting some of the more intermittent notes that I've been trying to get earlier, such as the weed note, which I think I'm pretty close on the weed note. What's up, Kryle? I am harvesting the moon. I hope. I gotta be close on the weed note, bro. It's a lot more weeding than I thought I would have to do. There it is. Okay. The weed note. Now I'm just gonna make my way up to the mountain and ring the bell obnoxiously until I get the sun note. And I should probably eat some honey along the way. In fact, I might store some honey just to be extra safe, but I think I'm okay. Some honey would be nice. There's some honey. Let's just go ahead and eat it. If I see more honey on the way, I'll just pocket it. Yeah, let's just pocket this for the winter day. And I already have a bunch of honey stored, so like I should be more than fine. All right, and now we can start ringing the bell. That was 10. It's 11. Should be getting the sun note fairly soon here. Is that the calling animals or the sun note? Please be the sun note. Okay, good. All right. We just need the winter. Wow, did I get both? Did I get both in the exact same time? That's really lucky, actually. Nice. All right. All right, mountain climb. As long as I don't fail it, like, whatever, it's fine. I don't care too much about the RNG in mountain climb. It is what it is. Like, it's a 2.5 hour run, like, you gotta just roll with the punches. Of all the things, of all the RNG points that I'm concerned about in this run, mountain climb is, like, by far the lowest. Because usually in marriage categories, it's, like, really important to get a good mountain climb, but for this, it's just, like, whatever. Take an updraft. Gonna be extra safe with that. Oh, double updraft. Oh, and the perfect spot too. Very nice. This is fine. Yeah, I knew it. Whatever. Oh, another updraft? Okay. Triple updraft is really, really nice. Even though I got hit, like, that's still really good luck. Okay. Give me a snow day somewhere in winter 13 to 18, and then I'll be attached. Now we're going to sleep until fall 24. That is the next split. I think the only amount of inventory management I need to do will be on fall 25. I'll swap the bell for the hoe, and then I'll take out all the honey I still have. One more day of sleep here. And we just mash out here, because this is a very short festival. The next two festivals are very short, on fall 24 and fall 30. And then we just have winter left. Oh, another thing about the winter 13 to 18, I don't remember what days of the week they are, but it can't be on a Monday as well. I don't know if there's a Monday in that span, but ideally we don't get that. Okay, so swap the bell for the hoe and take out the pumpkin. Yeah, I have 4 honeys, so that's like way more than enough. I'll take them out anyway, but. Yeah, I just have to take out the 2. I can't even take out the way I'm doing this. I'll figure it out. One more sleep. Then we mash out, go to the Pumpkin Festival, sleep until winter 13. Yeah, literally the last little bit of RNG here is, do I get a snow day? Do I get a snow day on a not Monday between winter 13 and winter 18? And if not, do I get it later in the month on a not Monday? It's not ideal if I don't get it winter 13 to 18, but as long as I get one day before the end of the month that's not a Monday, then I'll be attached. Until that happens, I'm not attached to this run at all. Oh, I never split. I always miss the Harvest Festival split. It's fine. There is a lot to think about. There's a lot of management you have to do. You would think that this is fairly easy. Like, the game's not like high execution, but your brain is firing on all cylinders at all points. All right, we are now in winter, and we are sleeping until winter 13. I don't care about snow between winter 1 and 12. All that matters is winter 13 through 18. And then I guess the end of the run as well. See, that's a snow day. That could have worked. I could have gone outside, but I would have lost time from that. And I'm risking it for the biscuit. As much as it might bite me in the ass, I'm going for optimal RNG and ask questions later. Two snow days. I shouldn't even look. Like, all that's gonna do is make me be like, man, I could have had it. It's not what I care about. I'm gonna double check that I have the hoe inventory. I do. Three snow days. Gonna put all the snow days at the beginning of the month, and then none at the end. Yeah, see, look, there's two snow days in a row. I can't look at this. It's not healthy. All right, one more sleep, and then we're in the game zone. All right, give me a snow day between now and winter 18, and not on a Monday, and we'll be chill. I think winter 18 is a Monday, actually. I'm doing math. It's either 17 or 18. Just give me a snow day, please. GG. Wait, is this a Monday? No, it's a Saturday. Okay, good. Alright, I am officially attached. We're gonna do this 71, I think actually it's 70 times. I might have wanted to take out that third honey. It's not a huge issue, but like, it means the whistling note, I might have to do some extra whistles on Spring 1. Oh wait, I still have two. I have two. Okay, I'm freaking out over nothing. Never mind. I have more than enough honey. I'm pretty sure I have like no whistles though, so we need to do an even 50. Eat the final honey. Should be fairly close to the cultivation note. There it is. All right, the next note is the stationary note, which is literally hands off the controller for 1 IRL minute. So how you guys doing? Are you guys attached yet? As long as I haven't forgotten any notes, then this one is fairly safe. This will be my 41st note. And then we ship the steak, we deliver the fish to the dolphin, we head to the library, and then we whistle. There is the stationary note. Alright, we're shipping the fish now. Shipping the fish. Giving the fish to the dolphin, then we head back to the library. I'm gonna count the whistles so I know how many I have to do left afterwards. I should get most of the way there, but we'll see. Because we need to do 50 whistles here. And I don't have as much in-game time as I would like, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, okay. That was about 19. That was about 20 in an hour. That's 20 right there. So I should get up to 40 by the time the weather note comes. That's about 40. I might have to do... There is one last spot of waiting for in-game time, so... Okay, is that the snow note or the whistle note? I don't think it really matters that much. It's the snow note. Okay, that's fine. I might have a couple of extra whistles to do in the last little bit, but it's fine. You can do that without losing time. Okay. I didn't want to scare you guys, but there was a chance that I had missed one of the books in spring, but thankfully, I didn't. And now we sleep until winter 19, excuse me. I almost missed a festival. Yeah, we just have winter 19, winter 24, winter 30, and then spring 1 are the festivals we go to, and then we'll have 50 notes at that point. That's a snow day on a Monday, which would have been not good, but thankfully the game was nice to me and gave me one on a Saturday. Oh, it gave me a snow day on winter 18, okay. Cool, thanks game. Looking out for me. This should be like a 231, maybe 232, I think. Kind of the pace I'm feeling based on my splits. Okay, this is the Fire Festival. This is literally just mashing through text. Again, the run is very safe. Provided that I haven't forgotten anything. This will be a completed glitchless run. And this is the kind of run I would say I'm very happy with, and I am okay moving on from this category. I know it doesn't look like I've streamed it that much, or played it that much, but I have been grinding this category offline for like almost every day for since the Harvest Moon Marathon. So I'm glad that I was able to not only get a good run, but also get a good run on stream, where I'm like talking it out and explaining things. Again, I don't want to jinx things. Like I've been keeping track of all the notes, so. All right, and so this is the reason why I've been giving fish to the dolphin here, is because this is the culmination of this effort, which is we get to travel to the island and we get a note for free. This is the island note. So all that's left for me to do is go to the festival on Winter 24. Go to the festival on Winter 30. Whistle until the new year. And then don't mash out. Don't mash out so I get the Night Owl note. We are now at 45 notes. I just need the Starlight Festival for Starry Night. New Year's Sunrise for attending the New Year Festival. Spring Footsteps for attending the New Year's Day Festival. The Night Owl for staying up all night, which you get fairly certain. And the Whistle note. Those are the 5 I still need. And I'm very close to the Whistle note. So hopefully we don't lose any time there. Unfortunately, this is not going to sub 230, but it's going to be pretty close. If this is a 230 flat, I'm putting this category to bed. I don't care. The grind isn't worth it. I just hope it's a 231 so I can be like, yeah, well, no use pushing. Because like when the illegitimate run that I got with the save canceling, and it was like so close to a 230 or sub 230 that I was like, dude, I have to go for it. But now I'm just like, okay, let's just get a good run. Another long cutscene here. Actually, while this is going on, I'm gonna take a look at my my illegitimate 230 and see where it was real quick. 213.45. Yeah, I was. Let's see here. Yeah, about a minute ahead. Yeah, so this might be like a high 230 actually. 214.10. Yeah, it's about 55 seconds. So this should be a low 231. Which I'm totally fine with. With save canceling, not in the run, that's really, really good. And also that doesn't factor in the fact that I have time loss from the whistle note too, or not the time for the whistle note isn't factored in yet, I guess is the best way to put that. All right, there's Starry Night, and you gotta remember to split here. Yeah. Okay, so we're sleeping until winter 30. And then we got one more long festival. Nice blizzard. Alright, one more sleep in the bed, and then that is the last time we sleep in the bed. Nice. Okay. We mash out. And we get 3 notes throughout this process, and actually 4 because I could, if I was a jerk, pick somebody who's not Kurt, but it's fastest to pick Kurt, so I'll just do that. Like, I mashed so fast, the text box didn't even pop up. Yeah, this will be a 231, I think, which I'm very, very happy with. Marissa, I am attached. I can officially say now that all the RNG is played out, not only am I attached, but this was really, really, really good. There were no major mistakes. The closest thing I think I could say to like actual like time loss in this run was the inventory management at the start of Summer 8, because I wasn't prepared for it. Like, I wasn't ready. I had to do a little bit of rerouting in terms of how I like bought eggs and milk, but it ended up amounting to like not a lot of like real time loss. It was just the inventory management at the beginning. Aside from that, I had okay weather luck. I had rain on spring 5, I think, and spring 12. And I said I would continue a run as long as I had rain on one of spring 10, 11, 12. So the fact that I got one of them means that maybe if I got rain on spring 11, then this would have sub 230'd, but like it would have been really close and I would have been panicking the whole time. But other than that, there were like no major mistakes. And the only other thing now is like, if I don't get the whistle note like before 6 a.m. here, then I lose time to whistling, but that's fine. I accept that. So yeah, this is a 231, maybe a 232. I'm happy either way. This was an extremely good run. What else? Oh, I had a 120 swim festival, which isn't amazing, but it's not awful either. Like, I've seen them go a lot longer. 120 is fine, but ideally, like 106 is like the fastest I've seen. Now I just needed one whistle. Or was that a whistle, or was that the New Year's sunrise? That's the New Year's sunrise. Okay. Now I just mash the L button and hope that I get the whistle note soon. There it is. Okay. We are now at 48 notes. And you guys want to know something really funny? Something really funny. I can kill the run right now by mashing A when the cutscene fades out. Because if I mash out, I don't get the Night Owl note. And then that just like completely ruins the run. So, hands off the controller. Hands off the controller until I get the note. I think this is actually a 232, but I am more than okay with that. I will not show you the end. There you go. Okay. The run is no longer dead. Yeah, do not ruin it right at the end, right at the finish line. Okay, so for those keeping score at home, I have 49 notes now. All I have to do is go to the New Year's festival. And this is a very short festival. And then I just have to walk to the Harvest Goddess. And yeah, I think this is actually going to be a 232. Don't really care that much. All that means is if you want a sub 230, you need insanely good weather luck with the early spring days. Like, you probably need... Not only would you need rain on spring 11 and 12, or 10 and 12, or whatever, 2 of those days, but you'd also probably need 2 more rain days. And if anybody wants to grind for that, and then grind for Swim Festival RNG, and then grind for mine, and then grind for all the other weather days that you have to do, be my friggin' guest. But until then, this will stand as the new Glitchless world record for probably a long time to come. Again, this was a very, very good run overall. Decent weather luck, not like amazing weather luck, but like good enough for me to call this a good run. And yeah, this is going to be a 231. Because this split right here is not the end of the run. However, this split is approximately 9 minutes before the actual end of the split, or the actual end of the run. All I have to do now is mash A, and at the very end, hold left. Yeah, this was a really, really, really good run, and I'm really happy I got it on stream when I'm, like, talking about the run. This was my first run of the day, too. I didn't have to reset at all. What you guys didn't see is, like, plenty of days of me just, like, resetting runs and losing stuff to stupid things constantly. Like, lots of Swim Festival resets, lots of mine resets, lots of weather resets, too. But yeah, this is literally just mashing A, and then at the very end I hold left. Mash for 231. It's not going to be a 232. It's going to be a mid 231. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm glad you guys all got to witness this. This is again, I'm so happy with this run. I'm very okay putting this category to bed with this run. So I guess I can talk about like my future aspirations for this game now that I'm done with Glitchless. Again, okay, I keep talking as if this is the end. There is a chance that I forgot a note. And if that's the case, then I won't know until the very end. But as far as the rest of the categories for this game go, I have glitched Rescue Harvest Goddess record. Again, this is going to be, assuming I didn't mess anything up, this is going to be Glitchless Rescue Harvest Goddess record, which means the only category for Rescue Harvest Goddess, which is essentially just the game's any %, is restricted, which allows you to do the inventory state glitch once for infinite items and infinite money, and that's it. Because once you do it more than once, then you get into a lot more like memory manipulation stuff, and it kind of trivializes the game. But being able to do the glitch once makes the category like really, really, really interesting. The rock thing, yeah, the rock thing would definitely save a little bit of time for any % glitched. I don't really want to grind that category right now. I already have like a pretty decent record in it. And it involves a lot of mashing, but that's a good point. It's cliff jumping might make that a little bit more optimized, I guess. I just have to find a good spot to do it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, getting to the Harvest Goddess is what's going to matter a lot. So, yeah, I think the next category that I'm going to go for... so if you look at the marriage leaderboards right now, I believe... What's the count now? Hold on, let me look. Yeah, okay, so I've done... of the 21 marriage candidates, I have done 16 of them. I have the fastest time in. So there's 5 marriage candidates I still have to do between Dan, Ellen, Lewis, Lila, and Nina. Those are the 5 I still have to do. I've routed all of them. It's just a matter of doing those. But if you've ever seen a marriage category in this game, you know that it is pretty mind-numbing and boring. So I need to pace myself so I don't burn out. But ideally, I can knock out those 5 relatively quickly. And then once I do that, like, I'll start looking... I mean, I'm going to start looking now at, like, restricted Rescue Harvest Goddess. Because I think that's a really cool category that I think I can bring a lot of interesting optimizations to. So that'll be fun. And hopefully once I get that, then the only real category that's, like, on the leaderboard that I haven't looked at is All Notes, which is kind of the final boss of this game. It's getting all 100 notes, which is extremely difficult. I should clarify. All Notes restricted, because All Notes glitchless would be like the most brutal thing possible. All Notes restricted would be just awful. But All Notes glitchless is like basically just nobody would ever want to run this. There's just no point. It's just torture on the brain. So almost restricted is what I'm going to look at. And then I'll probably, unless my chat can bully me into doing all marriages, which is kind of a meme, then that'll be my sayonara to this game. And then all notes glitched is like, it doesn't really matter because it's basically just any percent. It's basically just any percent. So it's like, it's kind of trivial. Like, it's not really a category. Listen, I was just preparing you guys because I've been resetting this category a lot. I just happened to get a really good run on my first run of the stream. I was prepared for this stream to go a lot longer. Yeah, chat definitely got attached like right away, and they were right. I tried to warn them, but they were right. All right, so we got 2 more instruments here. And it's about a minute for each, so yeah, this is gonna be like a 2:31:20 or so. All marriages does mean marrying Jamie, which is going to be the hardest one, but so all marriages is kind of a meme because essentially, like, optimally what you would do is you would plant 800 trees. First you would get all the marriage candidates into your village, take all the steps necessary to make sure they don't leave the village, plant 800 trees, marry each one of them sequentially, and then marry Jamie. Which also involves collecting 50 notes, which, like, you would essentially just do Jamie restricted, which is 3 hours on its own. That's like, dude, come on. And it's kind of interesting because I think, because Jamie, one of the requirements for Jamie marriage restricted is to literally do, like, restricted any percent. So, like, I already kind of have experience running restricted just because I've already done Jamie marriage. But in restricted, I think you plant 250 trees. So like a lot of the work's already done. It's just you have to plant 550 more. All right, so the trumpet is the last instrument here. So now after I mash through this last cutscene, I hold left, and if the cutscene starts, it means I did everything. Again, all marriages is kind of a meme, but people seem to think it would be interesting, so maybe I'll look into it when I'm done with the serious categories. All right, so now I hold left here. And we split on the black frame. And the cutscene starts, which means that is a completed run, glitchless, in 2:31. I'm done. Finally. God, what a grind it's been. Yeah, let's look. Like I said a few times towards the end, like, there really were no major mistakes, no major time loss. The only thing that could have made this like a sub 230 time would have been if I got rain on spring 11, but I'm not going to complain about getting rain on spring 12 and spring 5. That was really lucky. Everything else was just good, like good luck all around. Like the summer rain was like a little weird, but I managed to like work with it and get something without any major time loss. So yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, that's a huge relief to have this be done, because like, man, it's been a lot. So this number, this 22, that's how many like raw runs of this I've done, but that doesn't account for like all the like planning and testing and like other routes that we tried, all the work that Desert put in, all the work Lana put in. But this is yeah, this is a good send-off. We'll watch the credits. Watch the credits out. Thanks, Vandy. What's crazy is, if this run used save canceling, it still wouldn't have sub 230'd. It would have been about 8 seconds off of a sub 230. So, is what it is. And you want to know what else it is, guys? You want to know what else? So that just to like recap, to refresh anyone. There was a strat called save canceling, which saves about a minute and 10 seconds. And we did it in this run previously, but as recently as yesterday, the community voted to ban it for Glitchless. Because we never really had like a real conversation about it, so we just had a rule set discussion and decided it would be banned. So I did a run before. With save canceling that was a 2:30:17, so almost exactly a minute faster than this run. And you guys want to know what the common factor between those two runs was in terms of outside influence? Is those runs were both done on days where Austin Matthews scored a goal. So that's what it is. Just play this category on the same day that Austin Matthews scores at least one goal. On the 2:30 run, he scored 3 goals, but today he scored 1. And that's still worth something, right? The power of the Toronto Maple Leafs is what brought me to this PB. And that's the bottom line. I didn't talk about the Leafs once during this run, okay? 2.5 hours of not talking about the Leafs. I'm allowed to do it now. Red Wings. This guy. I'll tell you guys what. If Austin Matthews scores 70 goals this season, then I'll do all marriages. Is that a fair deal? He's at 49 goals right now in 53 games. So he's got 29 games to score 21 more goals. Yeah, I figured there's not a ton of overlap of sports fans and Harvest Moon speedrun community, but I'll be the sports guy of the community. How's that sound? Speedrun Madden? Yeah. How do you speedrun Madden? Oh, you're wrestling? Like, you talking like WWE? Because I know a lot of nerds who are into WWE. I think that's a little bit different, though, because there's, like, more of a focus on the spectacle, right? And the production of it. Whereas sports is just, like, all, like, naturally, or it's mostly, like, naturally grown storylines, right? It's different. Yeah, I like I said, like I know a ton of speedrunners who are into wrestling. I know a ton of speedrunners who are into sports too. Oddly enough, there's like a lot of like Ocarina of Time randomizer players who are like really big hockey fans, which is kind of funny. Which is really funny because like we have there's a speedrunning event called SGL that has an OOT rando tournament, and so this previous year we went to a Washington Capitals game while the event was going on because we just had like a bunch of different fans coming in from different parts of North America, which is cool. And we even had a couple people from Europe who went to the hockey game too, which is cool. Madden has a career mode, and getting injured might be the strat. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really play sports video games that much. I don't believe this sum of best, by the way. That might be because... Where's that coming from, actually? Is it the Harvest Festival split? Yeah, okay, so that sum of best is fake, actually, I think. There it is. That is the end of the run. Hell yeah, dude. This run was awesome.